There's a lot of songs in this movie. I'm Sir Dinosaur from Planet X, and now it's time for a movie review. So there's two girls in a mansion listening to a bedtime story as this lady tells them about the Princess and the Frog fairy tale. The girl in the pink dress is like, I would totally kiss the frog at the end. And the girl in the green dress is like, yuck! Looks like the girl in the pink actually lives there, while the girl in the green dress and her mom lived at a regular-sized house in town. The girl in the green dress is named Tiana. She's a happy kid, and when her dad gets home, they talk about how their dream is to open a restaurant named Tiana's Place. Then we cut forward in time, and Tiana is a young woman and she's kind of tired. She's working as a server in a restaurant and trying to save up for opening up a restaurant of her own. There's a song called Down in New Orleans introducing us to the city since the movie is set there in the early 1900s. Tiana's friend with the pink dress is named Charlotte, and she's rich and excited about how this scoundrel guy named Prince Naveen is in town. At the restaurant where Tiana works, there's a shady guy in the corner who overhears the conversation. Tiana meets up with her mother, and they've got a building that needs fixing up, but a restaurant can be put in there. Her dad has passed on, but Tiana sings a song called Almost There about how she's feeling optimistic that she can open Tiana's Place soon. Meanwhile, this Prince Naveen guy is dancing in the streets and charming everybody, but his manservant guy Lawrence is like, hey dude, we're broke, get a job. The shady guy from the restaurant says hi to them and gives them a card. He's Dr. Facilier, and he sings a song called Friends on the Other Side about how he's into creepy voodoo stuff. Later, Tiana sees these businessmen at the party, and they tell her that somebody else is going to buy the building she wants to use for her restaurant since they've got the money. Charlotte tries to comfort her, but she's really distracted by how it looks like Prince Naveen is there, and Charlotte wants to get him to like her. They dance, and it seems to go well. Tiana accidentally gets food spilled on herself, so Charlotte offers her a nice dress. A frog shows up in the room, and it talks and introduces itself as Prince Naveen. At first, Tiana is like, what the heck? But Frog Naveen gets the idea that Tiana is a princess because she looks like one, and he lies and says he's got a lot of money. So he's like, hey, let's make a deal. You kiss me like in the fairy tale, and I'll turn back into a human and help you with money. Tiana thinks, ew, gross, but she tries it anyway. It does not work. Actually, it backfires really hard because she turns into a frog. That's funny. Meanwhile, we see that Dr. Facilier is using voodoo stuff to make Lawrence look like Prince Naveen, since he turned Prince Naveen into a frog already. As long as Lawrence wears his voodoo talisman around his neck, he looks like the prince. Dr. Facilier has an evil plan to get Lawrence Naveen to marry Charlotte, get rid of Charlotte's dad, and take all his money. Uh-oh. So Frog Tiana chases Frog Naveen because she's mad, and they end up running out of the party and into the wilderness and getting in trouble with other animals like immediately. But it turns out the alligators and other animals are jazzy, so it's okay. They all sing a song called When We're Human about all the good stuff they'll do when it all works out. Back in town, Lawrence Naveen is trying to woo Charlotte, but his attempts are clumsy and he's kind of transforming back into Lawrence in the process. But it seems to be working on Charlotte anyway because she's all excited about what being married to him means instead of being married to him. The alligator named Lewis introduces Frog Tiana and Frog Naveen to a firefly named Ray who can help them find a lady named Mama Odie who can actually help them out. Ray and his buddies sing a song called Gonna Take You There about how they're helping Frog Tiana and Frog Naveen on their journey. Meanwhile, it seems that Dr. Facilier has made a deal with the voodoo spirits, so there are these dark like ghost guys who will be chasing the frogs everywhere. The frogs bond as they journey, bickering and stuff, because Tiana is a working class person who's had to do multiple jobs every day just to get by, while Naveen is a prince who's never had to do anything serious before. There's even a love song called Ma Belle Evangeline, where the firefly is being the frog's wingman by telling a love story through song. Frog Naveen teaches Frog Tiana how to dance, and it's all like nice and romantic. They meet Mama Odie. She sings a song called Dig a Little Deeper, and she tells them like, okay, here's the deal. Charlotte's dad has been crowned Mardi Gras king, and that makes her a princess until midnight when the party's over. So Naveen better kiss her, otherwise the spell won't be broken. Trouble is, Tiana and Naveen have fallen in love. Then Frog Naveen gets captured by the ghost guys. Frog Tiana hears about how he was going to propose, but she sees Lawrence Naveen with Charlotte at Mardi Gras and she gets the wrong idea. Ray rescues Frog Naveen and steals a talisman, but he gets busted by Dr. Facilier. Uh-oh, everybody's having troubles now. Tiana runs into Dr. Facilier and he offers her a deal. She gets her dreams to come true and he gets the talisman. But she's like, nah, and breaks it. So Dr. Facilier gets got by the voodoo spirits. Lawrence Naveen gets taken away, and Charlotte is gonna kiss Frog Naveen, but it's too late. Also, Ray dies, and everybody's sad. It's okay though, since Ray gets a little funeral and becomes a star. Also, Frog Tiana tells Frog Naveen she's in love with him, so after some awkwardness, they have a little frog wedding with Mama Odie as the officiant, and when they kiss, they turn back into humans. They even have a big party in a place that's called Tiana's Palace, so it all worked out. This movie is fun and different and a little all over the place, but it's got a nice love story, so I'd say this movie is good for kids.